Welcome back, guys. QBSYLUHV channel. Today we'd like to talk about the Yearn finance targets for the bull run with my custom indicator set. This is the oldest chart on a gate EO from June 2020, and the all-time high for this coin is 94,600, so higher than Bitcoin. But don't be so surprised why this coin hits highest point than a Bitcoin, because maximum total supply. So only 36,000 maximum supply, total supply 36,600, and circulation supply now at this current moment 90%. So it's around 33,229 coins into circulation supply. So I added here to our calculator. Also on DropSap, this is a wrong Twitter, so it's redirect you to this account, but this is not a main one. This is a main one account. So just be careful and always double check on a few sources. Some accounts and official links here. So here's the world's all-time high, April, May 2021. Once again, it was the end of bull run. Market cap that time was around 3 billion market cap. So today we'll count with this current circulation supply. Is it possible to hit the same price or not? This is a weekly time frame. We don't have any monthly gaps, so I marked 2 weekly gaps. And you remember this pump over than 18 level by FIB. So we are in the 27 zone. Once again, here's the top, here's the main support bounce, drop it down and came in under even 27 level, but not sweep it the all-time low. So basically we're still in it's kind of uptrend. So we not broke the structure, you know. That's why most negative scenario, like usual, if we go and sweep the all-time low, once again, the price now at this current moment, 8K275, you know, and we still trade inside 27 zone. We are already here from the first touch till bounce 546 days. Then we broke the 18 level by FIB, but got a rejection because we closed the weekly gap fulfill. Here, this was the fulfill of weekly gap. Next one is here. It's fulfill around 21K 400. So this is how it works. Now we come back to 27 zone, you know, and negative scenario if we go in to sweep the historical low or sweep this low, you know, drop, for example, once again to 4K and lose 50%. So here from this current price is going to be around 46 and 51%. So this is a negative scenario. So just be careful, you know, and invest only in zone of accumulation. All this 27 zone, it's zone of accumulation. You never get the bottom, never sell the top, and it's only up to you. Accumulate now or wait lower. You know, I show you the zone of accumulation. I'm not showing you some signals. So buy at this price. No, you work with your own risk management, your accumulation zone and distribution zone. So definitely, I think we'll go anyway sooner or later, sweep at this weekly gaps, you know, over than zero level, and only the correction to this main FIB will be over than 23 level by FIB when we're gonna sweep these highs. This high and this high. September 2021, highest point was 31K, lowest point, highest point 43,300. So anyway, we can sweep this high. Let's count 61 level by FIB, this zone, like potential end of next bull run. So here, 60K. So let's take round number, 60K. The market cap have to be around 2 billion. Is it possible? Basically, yes. Basically, yes. And if we count, for example, new all-time high, 138K for this token, 138, 1, 2, 3. It's 4,500,000,000. Bigger than this market cap in May 2021. That's why always build your own strategy when to in and when to out. So it will be not a mistake if we hit this target to fix some profit, because not every single time we hit the new all-time high. Look, if we count the profit from previous cycle, here it was from the lowest point to this all-time high, 2,700% gains. Got it. If we count from all-time low, what we leave it here in June 2022, it was all-time low because we didn't sweep it even in December or in August 2023. So the low June 2022 to hit 0.61 level by FIB is going to be 1,500% gains. Because it's too heavy. This coin is too heavy to push it to so high, you know. And if we take a look to 1.61, 3,300% gains. That's why always build step-by-step DCA strategy where to fix profit. Because somebody gonna wait this target. And what if we never hit this target? You can stock in this coin for the next bear market. That's why always take a profit, you know, always. And the people who bought it and accumulated in 27 zone, all this time period over than 500 days, you know, here, if your average entry, for example, is 7K, here at 14K, you could withdraw initial deposit, leave free coins and the zero risk. It's the most powerful strategy on a high risky assets market like a cryptocurrency when you invest some initial deposit, then coin pump at X2 and you withdraw initial deposit. If you're not sure in this coin, you know, if you believe in this coin and if you believe in new all-time high, it's up to you. It's your strategy. You follow your plan. I showed you the targets. So sooner or later, we're going to close, I think, this weekly gaps. And at this point, we will see at the market condition what and when we will hit this target. Maybe it's going to be the end of 2025. You know, I don't know. And we will see where the Bitcoin will be at that time and what will be with Bitcoin dominance. That's why this target, so everything what is over 23 level by FIB with these actual highs, it's okay to start and take profit. Let's take a look on indicator set, what the whales do now with this coin. So here, base it on direction, lowest indicator. Here's the accumulation December 2022. This one, almost at the bottom, inside 27 zone at 27 level. And here once again, the same story, September, October accumulation and pump. So basically, we are not forming the historical divergency because here we don't see the divergency. Here is the biggest accumulation and there is no divergency. To form the divergency, we have to drop lower than June 2022 on a weekly time frame. This is what I don't like now. But now we'll leave this gap on a weekly time frame so we can slowly but surely going down to 6K 700, for example, or even fulfill 6K and then bounce. If we not hold this line, this imbalance, we can see even drop one more time to form a lower low and the divergency on a weekly time frame. But this is where the whales accumulate. So you have to understand when you use the ADZ indicator, you understand this zone, this price, it's more than okay for the whales, for accumulation, 4K. Then once again, this is a distribution zone. Once again, we're in the accumulation zone, 5K and 5K again. This is okay for the whales. They accumulate in the build average entry. They're not trying to catch and chase some lower low. All right, let's go to market mode, money power. Based on market mode, like always, when you see the depression zone, it's good time for accumulation. Depression. So if you could start accumulate from this area, for example, 18K, then 4K, 5K, 5K. Your average entry could be around 8 or 9. And on this pump, you could withdraw initial deposit. Simple. And leave free coins and ride even to new all-time high. The sign about accumulation here was accumulation. Always when you see this blue mood. I use weekly time frame for investment. Accumulation. RSI divergency. So this is how it works. And somebody uses the monthly time frame here. So it's you cut all noise and you trying to catch the best entry. So on a monthly here, it was the best time to buy. May 2022, June 2022, lowest point, big money inflow. So now If you trade, for example, on a monthly or a weekly time frame, you wait the same story, but orange zone where the whales start fix their profit on a monthly time frame. And yes, 61 level by FIB based on a monthly time frame, it can be the 50% of this week candle, where we most likely come back and close. 67K647, it can be the potential end of bull run for this token, or new all-time high, 1.61 level by FIB. So this is how it works. Depends on market condition, and the money inflow. Let's take a look once again on a weekly time frame trade on. Here was a signal once again to buy. June 22 was the best entry for this token. Now we got a 2 signal recommendation close position, but no signal to sell. This signal to buy still relevant, even if we sweep the low. This is how it works. And the last indicator is take profit. Like usual, from our previous videos, when we trade way under fundamental value. So last line, it's fundamental value of any single coin on a weekly time frame. And here, we almost test the fundamental value, reject, going down to 27 zone again. Here, we test the buy line, and here the bounce from the buy line. Here's the fundamental value, here's the buy line. We bounce from the buy line to take profit. Here's a rejection at take profit, we got a seller pressure. We're going over the exit line, seller pressure. To start moving much, much higher, we have to see something like on ENG, for example. ENG, now it's a brilliant example how on a weekly time frame we can see something like this parabolic move, and then when we go over, we can come back down to test the buy line on a weekly time frame and close to monthly gaps, weekly gaps. So guys, build your own strategy. I showed you the zones where accumulate, so it's 27 zone, and I showed you what the indicator shows. So you got a few points what confirm this relevant zone. And I showed you the potential target where you can start fixed profit. It will be not a mistake. Not trying to chase some all-time high. Catch exact point, Don't be so greedy. So guys, I hope you like this video. Subscribe channel, hit the like button, hit the notification button. If you would like to trade with my custom indicator set, what I show you in this video, just write me DM. Don't forget to join my Telegram channel. See you next time, guys.